the grammar in a second. So, so we're doing a little bit more grammar. Let's see. So we're going to look at a different way to do the conditional or the counterfactual. Okay. Okay. So, and so this is the second way. So last week, we looked, last couple of weeks, we look at the biodh, which is kind of the equivalent of hamiakur, biodh akur, he would be putting, I am putting, okay, using the verbal noun form. But here, tonight, we're going to look at how to make this from the root word, not using the verbal noun, but using the root of the verb. So, and it looks something like this, hurike, he would put. But it's the same difference as between hamiakur and hurmi, hurmi, I put, and hamiakur, I am putting. So it's the same differences between I am putting and I put, or he would be putting and he would put. Okay. And in English, we don't have a way of a single verb form that is equivalent to the Gaelic. You see, in English, even when we do it in the simplest form, we're still using the helping verb, but in Gaelic we don't. We just use the verb by itself. Okay. Okay. And so the rule is simple, and we're going to be going through this. We have a lot of exercises, but the rule is simple. The root of the verb. That's the verb or the word that you see in the dictionary when you look up the word. Just the root of the word. You start with that. Lenited plus the ending. You see, so it's the INN, for the or the ADH or EADH or the much. Okay, for this plural. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Kur is the verb. Okay, you look it up in the dictionary. To put. Hurin. So just like with Vian, I would. Well, Hurin, I would put. Only have everything just smashed into that one word. Or hurik too, you would put, and of course you have a and e, and you have all the other pronouns. Or hurimach, we would put. Or hurik shiv, you would put, formal and plural. Or hurik iat, they would put. So you notice the very simple adjustment, the lenition, and then the ending, whatever the appropriate ending is. And the only endings that differ are the INN for the I would, or the much, or EA much for the we would put. And so the rule is here, how do you know whether it's an EA or just an A? Well, the rule is whatever this is. You see, that's a slender vowel. So slender to slender. So if you have a slender vowel there, you have an E there. You have the slender vowel there. So the other example we have, klasin, I would lock. Notice how we have an AINN, because the A is a broad vowel. Oh. You see, so that's the difference. That's how you can tell whether you have just an INN or an AINN, okay? It all depends on this vowel here. Let's see if I can, okay. Oh, all depends on that vowel there. That vowel determines whether it's EA, whether it's a narrow on the add-on or it's a broad, okay? Got that? So glasin, I would lock. Glasug, to AE. He, she, or you, he, or she, or it would lock. Glasamach, we would lock. Glasich shiv, you would lock, plural, formal. And glasich iat, they would lock. Okay? Okay, so it's the root verb plus the ending. Okay. And then another, yeah, go ahead.
I said, that's a lot. I'll have to really be checking all the words before I say it.
Okay. Well, the big thing to remember, I think the first takeaway is the lenition of the root verb and the ug, the eadh. You know, because these are fine points. The first person is the fine point. The big thing is the ug or ug. Okay, that's the big one. So if you do that, you'll still be understood, even if you might be technically wrong. Okay. So lenite the root verb, and then add the eadh to it, or the adh. All right.
So I noticed that the I and the we is built into the end thing, but with the others you need the to, the sieve, and the it.
Right. The others you need the pronouns.
Okay.
You need the actual pronouns, and the thinking here is because Gaelic used to be that all the verbs had the pronoun built into them.
Oh, and now they don't.
Yeah, now they don't. Okay. But they used to. And so what happens with the language sometimes is more used features are retained, like fossilized. But you're not saying they would put a lot, so it goes to the simpler form. But people are always talking about themselves. Well, I do this. So you have the more complicated form. So that's the theory. That's the okay. Okay. So, and then right here I have a paragraph that explains the difference. Okay, between
with the slender. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then with the vowels, with the vowel verbs, or the F vowel verb, you have to add the DH. So the DH takes the place of the
lenition.
Of the lenition. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So Roland, I would drink, or Rolig two, or Rolamach. Rolig sheev. Rolig eat.
Yeah.
You see, so you have the DH, and the DH in a vowel word takes the place of the lenition, and you have something similar happen because the F vowel word is a little odd, because with the H, with the lenition for the F, you're actually left with a vowel word.
Oh.
You see, because
it's silent. I see.
Yeah, it's totally silent. So let's see. So I'll write this here. Let's see. So fog. Og
becomes og.
Yeah, just is pronounced og. Okay, and then to mark it, you'd put the DH in front of it. So it'd be Gagan. Yeah, Gagan. Okay, yeah. A soft DH, not Gog, but Gog.
Okay, not too rough.
Huh? Yeah. Or Gaguk. Okay. Gagamach. Gaguk Sheev. Gaguk Iat. Okay, very good. Okay, yeah. So because and this practice is runs across all F vowel words that in a lot of different cases you have the DH plus the lenition. The DH goes with the lenition for an F vowel word, not for an F. Not for an F. Like Freckersht. Okay. Okay, not for an F consonant word. So because that just becomes recursed. You see, so if it's an F,
Oh, I get it.
yeah, because you can hear
Because of the R.
Yeah, yeah. So recursed, you can hear the R. Okay.
You don't need the Greckers.
That's right. Right. Yeah, right. Recursed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. And then there are some letters that don't take lenition. And what are those? Those are L, R, N, or let's see, A, B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, well, H, so that's very
You wouldn't
seldom.
night an H.
Yeah, H, I, J, no J, K, no K, L, do I have L? Yeah, M, N, so we have N, O, P, no Q, R, S, T, U, no V, no W, X, no, and no Y. Okay, yeah, okay. So these, okay, so you have, so essentially these three letters here that don't take lenition, and so they don't lenite. So an example would be then, to follow. Dhèanainn, I would follow. Dhèanacht, you would follow. Dhèanamach, we would follow. Dhèanachshiv, you would follow. Dhèanach, they would follow. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so you have three letters that don't take lenition. And neither does H, but I don't think we have any vowels that begin with H. And, because there are a couple words in Gaelic, even though H isn't officially a letter, there are a couple words in Gaelic that begin with H, but not a verb. Okay, so, but we sing it every week. Ho, ro, ho. Yeah, but anyway. But with letters that don't take lenition, they just don't lenite. Lennon. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. And one other note. So as opposed to the use of the verbal noun, the verb does take the isolated pronoun as an object. So vrepik ambalak a. So okay, the boy would kick it. A being the bala. Okay, or yevik or levik antolanik a. The student would read it on your, the book. Folka kavaher e, the mother would kiss her, on Dhèanainn, the girl. Okay, so this form does take the stated pronoun. Okay, so I'll put here what it would look like. See, viig, ambalik, gevrepuk. Okay, so would the boy at its kicking? You see, so here, just to remind us, in this form, using the verbal noun, you don't state the object. It's buried in the pronoun or in the ek form. Okay, or va antolanik Galavik. The student or Vieg, I'm sorry, Vieg Galavik would be at its reading, literally. Okay, the boy would be at its kicking, in other words, would be kicking it. Okay, and the Vieg Amahir Kapokuk. A mother would be at her kissing. right. So just to point out the difference between the biodh form using the verbal noun and the the simple construction of the counterfactual. Okay. Okay. And so remember that when I say the counterfactual, this is also the continuous, what the continuous past. So the mother would kiss her every time she went to school or something like that. Okay. Or the mother kissed her, but she was a very bad girl. So which means the mother didn't kiss her, but would have if so it can express something that didn't happen or isn't going to happen, or it can express something that happened regularly in the past. Okay. All right. So can we translate into English? We have some exercises.
That's an I.
Colleen, Nahuchran Akam. Do we have that?
Okay.
And so the active word here is Kyle.
I
I would lose my key.
Very good. I would lose my keys. Very good. Okay. Kyle. Okay. Okay. Churamach na Cruven.
They, how much? We
Yeah, we would.
of the crowbows.
Plant the trees.
Thank you, Tim. We would.
Yeah.
And
Right,
I'm
what did
not-
you say? Plant the trees.
Plant.
Yeah. Kur can mean put or it can mean plant. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Just stunned silence. I don't.
We're
We're
thinking.
stumped.
It's a
We're
collective
stumped.
thinking.
Okay. Okay. Vrishchik a na trencherin.
Bristic.
It's a break.
He would break.
Break
Yes.
Uh,
and what would he break?
the trench.
plate.
The
plate.
plates. Very good. Yeah, he would
Oh, yeah.
break the plates. Yeah. Okay. We never let him wash the dishes because he'd break the plates. Okay.
You probably did it on purpose.
Yeah, that's right. He got out of washing the dishes. He figured that one out.
That's pretty hard because they were trenchers, weren't those wooden?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Though these days they don't stick to that old form. I mean, so anyway.
Oh,
but-
it's just any plate. It's a
yeah,
trencher.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. The original ones were wooden, the trenchers. Okay. So Vulik an droch vrager a vuur.
Hmm,
a
the bad brother
Uh-huh.
hit his
sister.
sister.
Yeah,
Would hit,
hit-
would hit his sister, yeah.
would hit his
bad.
sister. Okay. So Chochimach an Secholia.
We
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We would.
Yeah, we would, yes.
Koya in the.
Walk.
Yeah, walk.
oh
You see, so right there, you see, so you see how I just split that off? So you can learn to find the
Oh, shit. I
the
see.
root by doing something like that, just kind of mentally taking off the
Yeah.
ending.
if you knew what the
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you knew what it was, which I
Yeah,
don't.
well, we know the much, yeah, right, yeah. But we know what the much is. We
Yes,
know
I
that
could
that
tell it
comes
was a
from-
we would
Yeah,
do
and right
something.
here, vool, I mean, you take out the ug, so, all right, okay. So we would walk in the forest, okay? Gonach I a maher gach shechen.
He would gawk a mother week.
She would.
She would.
She would call. She would call.
Call her mother gach shechen
Each week.
each week. Very good. Okay, so Chunikamach, the side of Vasa Council Koker.
Oh my God, that's a big word.
That's a we would.
Okay,
So
let's
we
break
would, so
it
we would
down.
something.
We would, okay, we would, kun,
Kunya.
kunik,
So you see, it's kunyik.
kunik.
To remember.
We would remember, yeah.
We remember something of the,
Inspired by Memorial Day,
oh,
This,
the
this the
Soldiers?
soldiers
soldiers,
soldiers.
Avasik Ansakokuk,
Uh-huh.
who died
who died
in the war. In the
Very
war.
good. Yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, so here's a mouthful. Hundernen,
Mhm.
Nirvaier Falaf. So the root is hundren.
Yes, drink.
We would miss
We would miss, very good. Her.
her when
When
She was
Uh-huh.
away.
away.
When she was away. Very good. Yeah, when she was away. Yeah. Fronach an kokra na buntata.
Hmm.
Remember
Cook
Yeah,
the potatoes.
what? Yeah, the cook. What would
Would
the
Potato.
mash the potatoes.
mash the potatoes? That's
Oh,
right.
man.
The prone.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fron.
Fronig.
Yeah,
and-
Fronach, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Hoshikin arisht.
You should go the reach.
So right here, that's the root. Hoshik
Hoshik. Hoshik, a reach again.
again. Yes.
Tell me again.
And so what are we doing again?
Begin again.
We're
Begin.
beginning again, or I would begin again.
What is that? Isn't that a song? John?
Begin again.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, never heard that one.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. So now on your own, you can work on the translating into Gaelic. And I've got
Okay.
the answer keys below. And then if you get real ambitious, and maybe we'll work on this again next week,
Okay.
also, our list of, common verbs,
Lots
just
of
ask you to
verbs.
put
Yes.
them into, the conditional form. Okay, just
Okay.
following the rules. And though, and I'd urge you, you can do this on your own too, do as many as you can, because then it gets automatic, so you go, acha, and you don't even have to know what it means. You just know,
You have to have DH in front of it.
yeah, gachikin, gachik, what, gachik, gachik, gamach,
Got you too much?
gachik gamach, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you see, so it's very easy. Just get into the rhythm. And, just to make it natural. Okay, right. So let's go to grammar Nishekina. And just one question. How, kind of on purpose, but also, I've noticed developed this, the 5-minute grammar, the short grammar lesson rather than, what is that kind of working? Hit one thing.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So,
Whether it sinks in is another question, but
okay.
Yeah, because when you put it like 3, I would, he would, we would, that's how I learned other languages they would take a verb and put it like that. And then it also gets you used to looking at the word is spelled differently depending on what it is.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I may not recognize it, but it's like, hey, I've seen that word before.
Yeah. What I'm talking about is just focus on just one aspect. Kind of narrow it down. So,
So like the wood now.
yeah, right. So right
Uh-huh.
here, like a page and a half, and that's our lesson.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So with some exercises. Okay. All right. So anyway, so we've been working on the counterfactual, the the doi ergaga, okay, so we have the viig way. But now, so we went into this last week, but this week we're looking at how to ask a question. Okay, so, and I could do this, Glosic, okay, Glosic 2, okay. You would lock, just to remind us. So the glossic with the lenition would be the, what the affirmative, the declarative sentence. And then the question would be, it's the same, except it's not lenited. So in a way, it's kind of easy. Once you know the root counterfactual, the root conditional, very easy to get to the question form. You see, just the difference is it's just not lenited. Got that?
Yeah.
It's just not lenited.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So Andlasin, would I lock? Okay. Andlasic, make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Andlasic 2, would you lock, etc. Glasic A and Glasic E. Okay. Andlasimach, would we lock? Would we lock? Okay. Got that? Just not lenited. So it's exactly the same. Okay. Ambulin, rather than vulin, ambulin, would he hit? Ambulik A, would he hit? Ambulik A, would I hit? That would be would I hit? Ambulin, would I hit? Ambulamich, would we hit? So it follows the same form, except it's not lenited. So that's the question form. Kurik 2, you would plant on Kurik 2. So here I put on Kurimach, and right here I could put on Kurin. Would I put plant? Okay, on Kurin, you say on Kurimach. See, Kurik 2, you have the lenition, and then you have without the lenition. Okay, on Blasen, would I taste? On Blasug, E, would she taste? On Blasemach, would we taste? Ol, on Olang, would I drink? On Olag Iet, would they drink? On Olamach, would we drink? Okay, so, and little reminder, Olag, A, he would drink. Just put that there as a little reminder. Okay, so, Vlas, Vlasen, I would taste. Okay, like that. Okay, Vlasen with the H. So the statement would have the lenition, and the question form would not. So on Fakin, would I leave? On Fakiv, on Fakikshiv, would you leave? On Fakamach, would we leave? Okay, and of course some words don't have lenitions at all, like L word. On Lenin, would I follow? On Lenik 2, would you follow? On Lenimach, on Yenimach, would we follow? Okay, Yen. Okay, follow to follow. Okay, all right. Okay, and then remember the bowl of fluffy mashed potatoes rule. Okay, so now the question particle with the F or the B's or whatever the others is So not on, but fakake, bulik it. Okay, so we have the Okay. And then, and I think I said this last week, changes to 2 following, the ADH ending, the EADH ending. Choshikich 2, you would walk. Brunuch 2. Okay, yeah, so the pronoun 2 or drops its lenition. Okay. Okay. Any questions there? Hello?
Yes.
Well, as Michelle said before, oh, I understand it as you say it. But then when you stop talking,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know. I know. And that's why I have the exercises. And so we'll do some exercises tonight, of course, but it's helpful if we
translate into English.
no, what was I going to say? No, I was going to say the other thing. I mean, so we go through, I tell you about it, but then we have the exercises, and the exercises help us learn, work the muscle memories or with the memory muscles, okay, the mouth muscles, okay. All right, so, all right, so now we want to translate into English. An Colin na Huchrakanakam.
Agam for them.
Would I lose my
I
keys?
would.
Yeah.
Would I lose my keys?
Yeah, would I lose my keys? On Kuramach na Kruven.
Would we?
Yeah,
Plant the tree.
Something about a tree.
Would
yeah,
we
plant the
plant the
trees.
tree?
Yeah, plant kur. Remember, kur is plant. Put.
Oh,
Plant.
Yeah. That could be. It could also be put, or it could be in some cases send. Hermi postgelen. I sent you an email. Hermi kur. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So kur could be to send something in a way, to put something, or to plant something. Brischke na trencheren.
Would he break the dishes?
Yeah, but he break the dishes. Very good.
Um,
Bula kan droog water a vuur.
Is that to hit?
Yes, hit.
Brother?
Yes,
Okay.
would hit what?
My brother and Drock
my
though.
sister-
The bad brother hits the sister.
Oh,
Yeah. Would the bad brother?
Yeah, hit the sister.
Yeah. And droog water. Okay, very good. On kosegamach on sequoia.
is that walking?
Would
Or
we
am I-
walk?
Yes, very good. Yeah. Would we walk? You see, koshik. Okay, and again, these forms are, one of the few graces that Gaelic gives us. These forms are easy to put together because you just start with the root word and then you add the ending. So on kosamach, kosik amach, amphoniki amaher gach shekin.
Yeah.
Would she call her mother each
would she call her
Yeah.
mother
Yes, yeah. Would she call her mother?
this week?
Well, each week. Gach
Each week.
Yeah. Okay.
week?
Can also be translated as every week. Okay.
Okay, I have a question about
Yeah.
that. Okay, because I see that. I'm just looking at the word and here phone. So, but does it also mean like phoning, calling, or calling like you visit them? Do you see what like how you call on somebody?
Oh,
Like
you
go-
call on somebody. No,
It's
it is
phone.
purely phoning on a telephone.
Okay,
Okay. But good question. Okay, so on Kunjike much the Sidgerin Avasa Kansakoker.
Would we remember the soldiers?
Died.
That
That
died in the
died.
war.
Died in the war. Very good. Ansakokuk.
That-
Okay, yeah. Kokuk would be war. Ansakokuk. Okay, clever. An underen I nurva I falaf.
is that fishing?
We,
Would
knew
I?
when
Oh,
Undren
when
means
he
miss.
was-
Oh, miss?
To miss somebody.
Oh, I'm like fishing, learn?
When he, well, when he was gone.
Mm,
So E,
newer?
would I, remember it has that
remember her when she
Miss
went
her?
away.
Would I remember her when she was gone?
Yeah.
Okay, would I, you see, ùine. You see, okay, would I miss? See, so remember that has the pronoun in it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm prona con cocra buntata.
Something about cooking.
Would the cook mash the potatoes?
Would the cook mash the potatoes? Okay. Okay. Or you could say, would the cook pound the potatoes? Sounds a little bit more violent. I don't know. On Toshikin Aris.
Would I begin again?
Would I begin again? Very
Eh,
good. Yeah. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. Now into Gaelic. Would he agree?
What is agree? Agree
Huh.
is a no talk.
Uh,
So ain no talk.
into cook.
Would he no a no talk?
hey,
A no a
Into
no
cook.
talk. A what?
Yeah. Would he agree? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. On untikaki. A. You see, because the root word would be untik. You see, equals root. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
On a talk.
Would they stop us?
That's Bach. That's
Bach,
that funny one.
On static Iatkin.
Very good. On Bakak Yichin. Okay, yeah. On
Yichin.
Bakak Yichin. Would they stop us? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Would the dog bite me?
It have-
B dash
it have-
B
Bigan
Bichuk
Kumi.
Ankumi.
on, very good, on Kumi. Okay. On Bichuk on Kumi. Okay. Would the dog bite? Okay. Would the boy kick the ball?
That's Brea Brea BREAH Brea
Brepuk.
Brea
Brepuk.
so B so Brea
Bala ball.
I'm Balak. Abala. Very good. I'm ball. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Would the house fall?
On
Yes.
Tuchik.
On Tuchik?
On Tai.
On Tai. Yeah.
Tuchik.
On Tuchik. Would we sing?
On Tai.
On Tai. Would we sing?
Sing.
Sing is
On Sinamav.
Very good. On Shanamach.
So much.
On Shanamach. Okay. Okay. Shanamach. Okay. Yeah.
Shane.
Shane would
And
be the
Shanamich.
root. Yeah. Shane would be the root. And then a much would be would we. Okay. So the root would be Shane. Okay. Would they build a house? You remember the word for build? It's the same.
On
Okay.
Tokik.
On Tokik, yeah, on very good. On Tokik Yit. On Tokik Yit.
Untie.
Okay, Leva. Would the horse run?
Yeah.
On riff.
On Ruyik.
On tech.
On check.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then the rule
On
for
check.
pronunciation on check. Yeah. The rule for pronunciation here is that the
The
it's
two vowels.
Well, no,
Yeah.
right here, it's a slender vowel. And so the T is soft,
Oh,
you see, so, DT with slender vowel, soft, as in on Czech, let's see, is on something like this on Czech. On tuner, the one pronounced more like on tuner. You see, so it's hard. Got that? Is that clear?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. On Czech, okay, all right, let's see, on Ruik on Czech. Would the dog eat?
Tuna.
Nina, on cool.
On ich, on ku,
On ich.
on ich, on tu, Would I drink too much?
Oh, on
on
all.
On Golan.
No, not Golan, on Olin.
Oh,
Coos.
Kus, yeah, very good. On Olin Kus. Okay, so remember, not lenited. Okay, I would drink. Would be Golic or Golan.
oh,
You see, so
oh.
that's where you get the lenition with the statement. Okay.
So Coos is too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kus is too much. Kus equals too much. And you can use it in a lot of different ways. Almost anywhere, I think almost anywhere that you could use it in English, you want to say too much, Roll me kus, I drank too much. How a koper kus, you're working too much,
Gopher, a coos,
Jay?
a gopher, a coos.
Gopher kus, yeah. Sure.
Work too much.
Hushin kus, your kids are acting up, and you say Hushin kus. Be savage.
Yeah, be silent.
Yeah, be quiet. That's too much.
So I had to tell my dogs,
That's-
go give them a treat. So be quiet.
Oh,
Go over there.
all right, Clever. Okay, all right. So now we can come back to these if we have time, but the same thing, only not even, but just asking you to, and this can be something that you do for your homework too. Okay, so put these in question, in the conditional question. Okay, and I have some examples for you here. Okay, oops.
Ooh,
Okay. Brepen and brepe can brepe much. And ruin and ruike and ruin much. And kuren and kurk too and much. Okay, like that. All right, Gleva. All right.